the South Stars International Tassa Group ushering in this Vyas this evening into the Yagna here at the Vishnu Mandir, number 5 scale in Barrackpore, and where we are about to bring you live coverage of the third of 3 nights of Bhakti Gyan Yagna. Jai Jai Sri Sitaram. This is Krish, together with our technical team, Kavita and Krishna, and we are coming to you live here on U97.5 FM, as we have been doing for the past wonderful months. Yes, indeed. So to you, all listeners, a wonderful evening to you, and welcome to our live coverage here on U97.5 FM Multicultural Radio. On this, the final night, we'd like to express our deepest thanks and gratitude to all our corporate sponsors who made it possible for the past 2 nights and tonight to bring you live satsang. We begin by expressing our sentiments of gratitude to Touch of Life, a full body massage and detox therapy of Scotts Road in Pinal, 319-1926. Dharam's Jewelry Limited of 126 Orang West Main Road, Orang West San Juan, 610-6179. S. Jagru Furniture Shop of Shivnarine Trace, Rock Road in Pinal, 647-1065 and 370-2259. Asasco Chemicals and Enterprises Limited of 74 Orang West Main Road San Juan, 638-5114. 87 Centenary Street Extension, Page in Tunapuna, 222-4581. Devanand Hardware and Variety Store of Petty Cafe Junction, the Indian Walk in Maruga, 665, that's a 655-56758. Tiny and Sons Auto Parts and Paint Supplies of 49 Bellsmite Street in Kirrap, 663-3549. Dhanraj Kodi Sawmilling of St. Mary's Village, Maruga, 378-6201. Rishi and Randy Fresh Fruits and Vegetables of 21 Gloud Road, Tableland, 374-9168 and 706-7586. RS Furniture and Manufacturing Company Limited, management and staff, we say thank you so much. 1066 SS Erin Road in Debe, 647-3682. Tire Jungle Limited and Alignment Center and 3A's Best Parts of 928 Naparima Mayara Road, George Village in Tableland, 761-7609 and 329-1093. Vish Hardware and Electrical Enterprises Limited and VJM Services Limited of 287 Southern Main Road, Auripero Village in Rosilac, 648-7852. Narendra General Hardware and Construction Company Limited of 31 1/4 mile Eastern Main Road, Sangre Chiquito, out in Sangre Grande, 668-4695. Screwtech Limited and Selena's Marketing Limited of 792 Papuri Road in Barrackpore, 654-5205. Wheels by Bolo, 188 New Colonial Road, Carrot Hill, Barrackpore, 354-2400. Welding and Hydraulics Engineering Services Limited of 70 Jokan Trace and Francis Pinal, 647-3765. Chetram Tires. Rocky and Sons the Construction Company Limited of 23 Bunsey Trace, Pinal Rock Road, Pinal, 331-2475. Extraordinary Designs, Welding and Fabricating Limited, 48 Charles Street in Gasparillo, 289-3393. TN Rom North and Company Limited, Lot 12, T-Mill Trace, Clark Road in Pinal, 647-9884. The Diesel Specialists Limited of 968 Naparima Mayara Road, George Village, out in Tableland, 656-3154. Danny's Decorating Designs of 176 Kanhai Road, South Barrackpore, 365-1391. Elvis Tent and Party Rentals of 171 Oropuch Road in Barrackpore, 303-2364. Sam's Tire Shop of Rochard Douglas Road, number 5 Scale, Barrackpore, 654-0679. Salim's Hardware and General Supplies Limited of 492 Rushat Douglas Road, Barrackpore, and Lal Bihari Trace, Debe, 654-1075. S. Persad Contracting, Jwala Persad Supermarket and Persad's Home Improvement Center of Ramai Trace in Debe, 647-6797 and 647-5446. GIML Wholesalers at School Trace, New Grand, Princestown, 390-2080. Share Rally Transport Limited and Alpha Transport Limited of 405 Komoto Road, North Barrackpore, 654-1033. Michael's Transport Limited of 103 Palmyra Village, San Fernando, 652-3075. Indira Mathura Hardware and Lumberyard Limited of Kelly Main Road, Kelly Village, Caroni, opposite St. Helena Bypass in Piaco, 669-1174 and 337-6861. ADM Puja and Variety Store, 351 Kunjal Road, Barrackpore, 349-8673. Rollin Tire Importers Limited of number 5 Balmain Road, Balmain, Couva, 679-1985 and 225-7766. The original A&A Barbecue and A&A Dessert Shop of SSRN Road in Debe, 755-6477. And Solo Supermarket and Baldo Shopping Mart. Solo Supermarket of Mission Road in Freeport and Baldo Shopping Mart at the corner Petersfield Road and Kakani Road in Felicity, 673-2832 and 665-0488. Well, Sriman Vyasri has ascended the Vyas Gaddi, and we all set and ready with the Chinmaya Gyan Kirtan Mandali, and we have all the members are all seated and all set to begin. Well, here is a beautiful voice, and we join in satsang right here on U97.5 FM, Multicultural Radio.
Tere sharan hum hame pyar de
to you live from the Vishnu Mandir, number 5 scale in Barrackpore, with the final night of this wonderful 3 nights of Bhakti, Gyan, Yagna. Here is Mandir.
प्रिंस बोलिए गजानंद स्वामी की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, आदिशक्ति नौ दुर्गा देवी माता की जय। आप लोग खड़े हो जाइए, please stand as we join on this the third and final night of this Gyan Yagna, visualizing the beautiful form of Bhagwan Shri Ganesh. Let's all pray. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Om Shri Guru Charana Kamalabhyo Govindaye Namo Namaha। Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। नमस्ते शारदे देवी काश्मीरपुरवासिनी, त्वामहं प्रार्थये नित्यं विद्यादानं च देहि मे। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति, पूजामूलं गुरुपदं, मन्त्रमूलं गुरुवाक्यं, मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। Salutations to the lotus feet of our Lord God, with faith and with love, as we take the dust of the feet of our beloved Guru, we shine the mirror of our hearts and our minds as we guide it with the light of knowledge. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare, Bhakta Jano ke sankat, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे, भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का,
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का।
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे,
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे।
कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। माता पिता तुम मेरे शरण कहूँ किसकी, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आश करूं मैं जिसकी।
ओम जय जगदीश
तुम पूरन परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी।
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी।
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर
परब्रह्म परमेश्वर
तुम सबके स्वामी।
ओम जय जगदीश
तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता।
स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
मैं मूरख कलकामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी। कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति।
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति।
किस विधि मिलो दया में
इस विधि मिलो कृपा में
तुमको मैं कुमति।
ओम जय जगदीश
दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे।
स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे।
अपने हाथ उठाओ
अपने शरण लगाओ
द्वार परा तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा।
स्वामी पाप हरो देवा।
श्रद्धा भक्ति भराओ
श्रद्धा प्रेम बराओ
संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे।
सज्जनों की संगत दास जनों की संगत जन में जोड़ करे। ओम जय जगदीश
नमो हनुमते नमः। नमो हनुमते नमः। राम जय सीता राम। हनुमते नमः
नमो हनुमते नमः
नमो हनुमते नमः श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय सीताराम नीलाम्बुज श्यामल कोमलांगम सीता समारोपित वाम भागम पारो महासायक चारु चापम नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम् त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षे यमामृता प्रेम से बोलिए उमापति महादेव की जय कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय आसन पर बैठाइए प्लीज बी सीटेड
Waving the soft and sacred lamp to the various manifestations of that one truth, that one supreme reality. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Here is Sriman Vyasji.
It's with great pleasure, my friends, on behalf of the devotees of the Vishnu Mandir, we'd like to take this opportunity on this the final night of our 3 nights satsang to say a very warm and special welcome to each and every one of you who have come to join with us in tonight's devotion, the final session. To Panditji, thank you very much for conducting puja, and of course to all the members of this beautiful mandir who have sat down as shrotas for the past 3 nights. We thank you and for making the sacrifice, or the sacrifices that you always make in the name of Dharma. To members of the Chinmaya Gyan Kirtan Mandali, once again, we say special thanks and blessings. To Bhai Ramesh and Shirley Didi of Sankhya TV, we say welcome. And of course, to all the viewers on Sankhya Television, special blessings to you and your families as the Yagya reaches your heart and your homes through the medium of the #1 Hindu television station, Sankhya Television. We'd also like to welcome Brother Chris Singh and Kavita and Bhaiya Krishna on 97.5 FM, taking our Yagya live to the homes of thousands of devotees nationwide, live tonight, as well as on their Facebook page. So we say to those who are listening on 97.5 FM, special thanks and blessings as the grace and mercy of our Lord and Divine Master reach you and your loved ones. Also, special blessings goes out to Miss Nirala Maharaj and Jeevan Tattva with yours truly, and to those who are viewing locally and internationally on our Facebook page. Special blessings to you and your beautiful families as the grace of the Lord forever reaches us in some way or the other. Friends, whatever happens in life never happens by guess. Whatever happens in life always happens by the will and the grace of God. Not everything that we experience in life we would like. And that doesn't mean to say that that also is not the grace of God. You know, when we go through, last night we concluded with Sukha Prapti and Dukha Nivritti. These 2 words, Sukha Prapti and Dukha Nivritti. We concluded with these 2 words last night. And just to recap and to remind you of what they mean, you know, every living organism in this world they are seeking happiness. Every living thing in this world seeking happiness. Sukha Prapti. You name one creature that doesn't want to be happy. Anything. You can't come up with anything. And Dukha Nivritti. Dukha Nivritti means that anybody who is experiencing sorrow or anyone who is experiencing pain, they want that pain or that sorrow to go away. So, in other words, nobody wants to be unhappy. Nobody wants to be uncomfortable. Absolutely, no one in this world wants to be, including animals, the insects, the whatever creature it is. No one wants to be unhappy, even for one moment. Imagine that. Yet, we get so caught up in the world of attachment and the world of delusion. We get so caught up in the world of moha that we keep on being extrovert, meaning that we keep on going out of ourselves. We keep on going out of ourselves to find everlasting happiness in finite objects of the world. You see, the wave is not infinite. The wave is not everlasting. The ocean is. The pot, the dirt pot, is not everlasting. The earth is, that the pot is made out of. We cannot find everlasting happiness in finite things. Infinite happiness can only be found within ourselves. And we have to journey from the outer to the inner. And tonight, from the beautiful text called Bhajagovindam, Bhagwan Shankaracharya Ji once again guides us. But first, today being Saturday, let's glorify Hanuman Swami. Let's all pray. Let us all seek his blessing and ask him to take away all dukkha, all sorrows from our lives, and continue to guide us on the path of sukha, happiness. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhari Varano Raghuvar Vimala Jasu Jodayaku Palchari Buddhihina Tanu Janike Sumirao Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Arahu Kale Savikar Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapi Satyu Lok Ujagar Ramadut Atulit Baldhama Anjali Putra Pavan Sudnama Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi Kanchan Varan Viraj Subesa Kanan Kundal Kunchit Kesa Atavatra Aur Dwaja Viraje Kande Muj Jane Usaje Shankar Suvan Kesari Nandan Teja Pratap Maha Jagvandan विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि देखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक रचरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर गावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद शारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहीं सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग शास्त्र जो जन पर भानु, लियो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम। प्रभु मोत्रिका मिली मुख माही, जल दिलांगी गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख है तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम। आपन तेज समारो आपै, तीनों लोक हाकते कापै। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम। सब पद राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है परसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त काई। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, जय सीता राम जय जय सिया राम। और देवता चित्तन धरई, अनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटई सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पात कर तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सूरभू। बोलिए पवन सुत हनुमान की, सियावर रामचंद्र की। We saw last night that नारी स्तन भरनाभि देशम दृष्ट्वा मागा मोहा वेशम एतन्माम सवसाद विकारम मनसि विचिन्तय वारम वारम. That when we are exposed to the flesh, when we are exposed to the body of the male, exposed to the body of the female, and the female exposed to the body of the male, there is a natural urge, or what you call a desire, that comes to the mind. And Bhagwan Shankara says, he says, Drishtva maga moha vesham. When this flesh is exposed, a person becomes what you call deluded. And because of that delusion, he says that etanamam savasari vikaram. He says such a person under that state of maddening delusion feels as though that is the ultimate. My friends, anything born in the flesh will die in the flesh. And so the body might be attractive, the body might be beautiful, the body might be what you call sensual. But the passion and the desire for the body consciousness and the body enjoyment must be controlled. Bhagwan says, he says, don't allow the mind to get deluded when attraction forms for the physical sheet or the physical body. And therefore it is very important to note, biologically, my friends, nature has made man and woman with a natural affinity for the charm of the opposite gender. And you see, this natural urge is to be controlled. This natural urge is to be disciplined. This natural urge is to be purified. Nothing is wrong to be attracted to somebody. Nothing is wrong to be attracted to the beauty of someone. But if that beauty and that what you call attraction is not controlled and it is not disciplined, then we become moha swarupa. We become deluded by this attraction. And it's not only for the flesh of the physical body of someone. It is very important to note that there are so many different objects that attracts the mind. And if we do not control and discipline the mind, then we fall prey to greed, as we have seen earlier, and we fall prey to lust. Therefore, Bhagwan is saying that we have to control this urge, and we have to control and not become the victim rather of moha. You remember in the Vishnu Puran, the beautiful katha that comes when Naradji was doing tapasya and penance, and he was very much what you call firm in his meditation, and he was very firm in controlling the mind, etc. And Naradji did something that was not really, well, to say the word nice is not really appropriate, meaning Naradji started feeling very proud of himself. Now, when you achieve something, it is good to feel proud, isn't it? Everybody who achieves something in life will naturally feel proud. You pass your exams, you feel proud. You have a talent and art, you feel proud. Look at those beautiful children who were playing Tassa just a while ago. They are so young, I wish I could play like them. I just fool it good. You know, or play the fool good. So much talent the children have. They are here, they're gone. They're gone. Let's give them a round of applause. They'll see it on TV. You know, so they have the talent, so they will feel proud. So when you have a skill or a talent, you feel proud of your achievement. But if that talent or that skill makes us feel egoistic, then we have a problem. Then a problem is generated. The talent or the skill must not cause us to feel what you call egoistic. And this Naraji now felt as though he had conquered Kamadev, because Kamadev came and tried to what you call delude Narad. And he felt that, you know, he was able to conquer Kamadev as a real achievement. And he started boasting. Vishnu Puran says, Naraji went and started boasting about how great he was. He conquered Kamadev, and Kamadev is the god of L-U-S-T. Well, L-O-V-E. But when L-O-V-E is out of control, it becomes L-U-S-T. And when Naraji realized that he was able to conquer Kamadev, the god of love and the god of temptation, he started boasting. He went and he told Bhagwan Shiva, and he said, Prabhu, I am just like you. Just like you controlled Kamadev, I was able to control Kamadev. Bhagwan Shiva said, what? That's very good. Naraji, I bless you. He went by Brahmaji and told Brahmaji. Brahmaji said, wow, Narad, that's very good. I'm very proud of you. But Brahmaji told him, he said, you see what you are telling me? That you have conquered Kamadev? Do not go and tell Lord Vishnu this. Naraji said, what do you mean? He said, don't go and tell Lord Vishnu. He said, who you tell so far? He said, I told Bhagwan Shiva, and I'm telling you now. He said, okay, Narad, that's very good. Lord Shiva knows, I knows, but please don't go and tell Lord Vishnu, right? Naraji said, okay, I wouldn't go and tell Lord Vishnu. And you know, when you tell somebody, don't tell somebody else. Jai Bhagavan. We just go and tell them, I want to tell you something, and they tell me, don't tell you about it. Don't tell them, I tell you. Isn't it? We just can't keep the secret. We just can't be confidential. You have to tell somebody. So we have to sign a confidentiality agreement. And even sometimes you sign confidentiality agreement and still you're not confidential. Anyway, Naraji heard what Brahmaji said, and he said, okay, I would not tell Lord Vishnu. Narayana, Narayana. He goes all about chanting Narayana, Narayana. You know, Naraji ended up in Vishnu Lok. He went up by Bhagwan Vishnu and he said, Prabhu, how are you doing? Bhagwan says, Naraji, you see, I am happy here. Look, Ma Lakshmi Devi is massaging my feet. There is nothing more I want. I am comfortable. He said, Bhagwan, I come to tell you something. Bhagwan Vishnu said, what? He said, Brahmaji, tell me, don't tell you, but I'm telling you still now. And Bhagwan Vishnu says, see, Naraji, you know you could tell me anything. He says, yes, I know that. You are my Narayana. What do you want to tell me? He says, Prabhu, I am just like Bhagwan Shiva. I was able to conquer Kamadev. How? I was sitting in meditation and Kamadev, the god of love, he came and he tried to tempt me to come out of my meditation. And Prabhu, I was so firm in my meditation, I did not become prey to the flesh. I did not become prey to the what you call the beauty of Kamadev. And you know, he created such a beautiful blossom of flowers and he created a scene of love. I didn't care. I was able to control my mind and I was able to sit in meditation and not be disturbed. I feel so very proud. Bhagwan Vishnu says, Narad, I am very proud also. But you see, anytime Bhagwan Vishnu especially finds any trace of ego in us, he will destroy it. Trust me, he loves to create scenes and scenarios that he will destroy the ego in his devotees to protect them. And at that time, we think that God is not with us. At that time, we feel as though God is against us. But when Bhagwan Vishnu wants to do something, he will do it. He will create some scenario or some scene to make sure his devotees remain humble. And he told Naraji, he says, very good, I'm proud of you. So Naraji now went on chanting Narayana, 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 Narayana. He went all over chanting. Because he controlled himself, he doesn't fall now prey to the beauty of the world. He is not attracted to or gets carried away by the opposite gender, etc. Naraji thought that he has grown spiritually. And Bhagwan created a scene. And he created a beautiful girl. And Naraji is passing. Jai Jai Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Bhajuman Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Teri Leela Sabse Hari Hari Jai Jai Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Bhajuman Narayana Narayana Hari Hari. Naraji chanting Narayana, Narayana, and he saw this beautiful girl. And having seen this beautiful girl, Naraji became now overwhelmed. He became like, love at first sight. And having become attracted to this girl, he wanted to get married to her. And in order to get married to her, Naraji wanted to make sure, now I kind of deviating a little bit from Bhaja Govindam, right? But I'm showing you all how what you call Nari Stana Bharanabi Desham. When we see the opposite gender, how we can get carried away and get lost. But Bhagwan always tried to protect us. So Naraji saw this beautiful girl and he became attracted to her. He wanted to get married to her. He went by Bhagwan Vishnu and he told Bhagwan Vishnu, he said, Prabhu, I have something to tell you. Bhagwan says, again? He says, yes. He said, what do you want to tell Narad? He said, Prabhu, I saw a beautiful girl and she is so attractive. I want to get married to her. But I want to have Hari Roop. I want you to make me so handsome that she will not refuse me. And the most handsome person is you. You are the most handsome person. You are called Hari. So I want Hari Roop. Bhagwan Vishnu said, Naraji, tathastu. So shall it be. I will make you the most handsome young man in the whole world. I will give you Hari Roop. Friends, now Bhagwan is going to teach Naraji a big lesson. He is going to, what you call, destroy his ego, because he had ego about what he have achieved. And therefore Bhagwan told him, he said, tathastu, you shall now be blessed with Hari Roop. And Naraji did not know that Hari also means monkey. So Bhagwan says, you shall now have Hari Roop. And Naraji now got Hari Roop and he going down the road, man, Narayan and Narayan. And he goes to where the girl is. Every time he reached in front of the girl, she watched the opposite direction. Naraji thought, well, let me go around that side. When she goes there, she watched the other direction. And Naraji found it very strange. Why she isn't looking at me? I am so handsome. I have Hari Roop. And he didn't have phone in those days to take out the camera and, do a selfie. I checked my chandan tonight here. I felt it put a little bit puhar. So I take out my phone and I put a selfie and say, okay. So Naraji now wanted to know why this girl wasn't attracted to him. And he tried and became heartbroken. And finally went to the bank of a river and he sat down depressed. Why isn't she looking at me? And he goes and he looks into the water. And when he looks into the water, he saw the reflection of himself. And he was stunned to see that his face was that of a monkey. He became very much upset with Bhagwan Vishnu and he thought to himself, why would Bhagwan do me this? Why would Bhagwan make me look like a monkey? So he goes now back to Vaikuntha. this time very upset, and he looked at Bhagwan Vishnu and he says, Prabhu, why did you do this to me? Bhagwan said, what did I do? He said, you asked me for Hari Roop, I gave you Hari Roop. And Hari Roop means monkey. He says, but I wanted your handsome form. The girl rejected me. And because she rejected me, I'm very hurt. I now pronounce a shrap upon you, Prabhu. I pronounce a shrap upon you, Bhagwan Vishnu. Today you made me look like a monkey. A time will come when you will be surrounded by monkeys. Bhagwan says, Tathastu. I accept your shrap. I accept your curse, O Narad. A time will come when I will be surrounded by monkeys. And Bhagwan Vishnu smiled, because again, he was creating a scene. He was creating a scenario that when the time comes for him to manifest as Bhagwan Sri Ram, he would need the support of all the devatas who would assume the form of monkeys, and they will be on the earth. And hence, Bhagwan Vishnu was surrounded by monkeys at the time when he incarnated as Maryada Purushottam, Bhagwan Sri Ram. And so, Naradji now realized that all along I thought I had conquered this, what you call, attraction to the females. But now I realize that my ego got the better of me and I felt I was so powerful. Look at this. She rejected me. And Naradji became humbled. And like, we say in the countryside and the local parlance, you're boiling like Baji, man. When last you all hear that? You're boiling like Baji. You feel that you are the best in the whole world. You feel that you are the best. Always remember, my friends, whatever you do, you might be the best at what you do, but always remember there is someone who can do it better than you. Therefore, always be humble, always be simple, always be down to earth. Now, coming back to the Bhaja Govindam, Bhagwan tells that we have to, what you call, discipline our mind and control the natural attraction and urge that we have to each other. And so once we do that, then we would be on the right path, because life is very, very uncertain. Life is very uncertain, my friends. If we get carried away with the attraction of the world and we get caught up in the flesh and the externalities of the world, then life is so uncertain that we could be caught in the web of death at any given time. And the following verse, the fourth verse tells, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Mudamate. Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Mudamate. Everyone, Bhaj Govindam,
Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Mudamate.
Samprapte sannihite kale, nahi nahi rakshati dratum karane. Samprapte sannihite kale, nahi nahi rakshati dratum karane. Bolo, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Mudamate. Naline dalagata jalamati taralam, tatpajivitamati shaya chapalam. Naline dalagata jalamati taralam, tatpajivitamati shaya chapalam. Vidhi vyadha vimana grastam, lokam shokahatam cha samastam. Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam,
Govindam, Bhaj Mudamate.
Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Mudamate. Bolo, Bhaj
Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Mudamate.
they play with our minds and they play with our emotions. And so, Nali Neel, life is so very uncertain. It is said rather, Nali Neel dalagata jalamati taralam tadvat jivita matishaya chapalam. He says here in this beautiful, the fourth verse of this text, he says that the water, the drop of water, imagine rain falls, right? And when rain falls, you see the leaves on the trees, they will gather some water. And you will see one drop of water hanging on the tip of a leaf. One drop of water, the place is calm. After rain falls, the place is calm. And that one drop of water is on the tip of that leaf, and the leaf is hanging down. And nobody knows when that drop of water is going to, nobody knows rather, when the wind is going to blow and that drop of water is going to fall off that leaf. Nali Neel Dala Jala Gatamati Taralam Tadvan Jivita Matishaya Chapalam. Friends, that water is just remaining there and dancing. And suddenly it just drops and dissolves into the earth. And that's the end of that droplet of water. Brothers and sisters, that is life. Our lives is like a drop of water on the tip of a leaf. And at any given time, at any moment, that wind of time can, what you call, blow. And we can just drop. And that's just like the water dissolves in the earth, in the same way, the body goes down into the earth, 6 feet. Or the ashes become one with the earth and get dissolved. So uncertain life is. And if life is so uncertain, my friends, let's ask a very important question. If life is so uncertain, how come we get so caught up? We get so caught up with so many different desires at the level of the mind. If life is so uncertain, so does that mean, Baba, we're not supposed to have desires? Yes, we are supposed to have desires. We're supposed to plan. We're supposed to work towards something in the future. Not that we are living in the future, but we are living in the present moment, preparing for the future. We live like that. But while we are doing that, we don't allow the mind to get carried away, my dear brothers and sisters, and get worried and depressed and dejected, worrying about the future. Like there is a simple saying, you know, the simple saying is, it is what it is. It is what it is. In the chapter 2, this morning we had the Gita Parayana at someone's home in Pitimoon, San Madeleine. And one of the verses of the chapter 2 is where Arjuna had surrendered to Bhagwan Krishna. Arjuna, in the first chapter, fighting and quarreling and all those drama, and telling Bhagwan how he could do this and how he can fight and all such a drama. And then finally, when he could not take the internal pressure anymore, he was so pressured on the inside. He says, Shishyasteham karapanya dosho pahata swabhavaha prachami tvam dharma sammuda chetaha yatshreyas nishitam bruhitan me shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. I am so confused. I am so dejected. I am so frustrated. I don't know what to do, Lord. Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. I have now surrendered to you as your disciple. Please teach me. Please give me knowledge. Arjuna completely and totally surrendered. Sometimes, as a matter of fact, not sometimes, all the time, we have to completely and totally surrender ourselves to Bhagwan. Because, my friends, if we don't surrender to Him, you know what will happen? We'll be crushed with the world outside as one rock, and the world and desires on the inside, the second rock. These two will be crushing us in between, because we will be in between. We become confused and we become as if lost. We cannot make a right decision, or we cannot make decisions in our lives. And when we are crushed by our own thoughts and desires and the world outside, brothers and sisters, how can we be happy? How can we be happy? And we get so carried away now in this process of being crushed. Our entire life is affected by sorrow and pain and suffering. We have to snap out of it. You know, the pain and suffering is a mental thing, you know. Unless you have physical pain. Physical pain is something different to mental pain. Physical pain is where the body is not functioning properly. Physical pain is when the body is affected by some condition. And if the body is affected by some condition, then we have to do what we have to do to treat it. Eat the right food, exercise regularly, see the doctor, take the right medication. There is nothing we could do about that. That is part of nature and what the body has to go through. But in dealing with it, mentally, you see, physically we may not have control. The doctor have control and the doctor will advise. But mentally we have to find a way to deal with it. And it's a hard thing. God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, a person get bad news from the doctor. To deal with it mentally is a very difficult thing. For anybody. Whether it's about yourself, whether it's about a loved one, whether it's, anybody for that matter. You hear something bad about somebody, you're naturally going to feel it and you're going to feel hurt. If it's somebody far from you, you may feel hurt for a moment. But if it's somebody close to you, you're going to feel it for a long time. So the mental thing is what we have to deal with. And that is what we are being crushed into within. Outside situation with inside situations. And this is why Kabir Rashi says, चलती चक्की देख के दिया कबीरा रो दो पातन के बीच में साबित बचान को दो दिन का जग में मेला सब चला चली का केला दो दिन का जग में मेला सब चला चली का चला गया कोई जावे कोई गटरी बांध सिधावे कोई चला गया कोई जाने कोई गटरी बांध सिधावे कोई करा तैयार अकेला रे कोई करा तैयार अकेला चला चली का केला रे केला रे केला दो दिन का जग में मेरा सब चला चली का मात पिता सुत नारी भाई अंत सहायक नाही Dashi, he says, the grinding stone is rolling together and we are in between this, being crushed. The world is like a fear lasting only for 2 days. Therefore, friends, it is a drama of people entering and leaving this world. Koi chala gaya, koi jave. Some is standing in line, some has gone already, and some is getting prepared to go. This is what life is all about. There is nothing we can hold on to except the name of the Lord. There is nothing we can hold on to, and therefore life is very uncertain. It's like the drop of water on the tip of a leaf. Brothers and sisters, a time comes when Mata Pita Sut Nari Bhai Ant Sahayak Nai. Mata Pita Nari Bhai Ant Sahayak Nari. At the end, mother cannot do anything, father cannot do anything, son cannot do anything, wife cannot do anything, brothers cannot do anything. No one can do anything at the end. It is what we have done our entire life. That is what, my friends, will do everything for us at that last moment, as that drop of water of our lives is about to drop and get dissolved. Mata Pita Sut Nari Bhai अंत सहायक नाही फिर क्यों भरता पाप केला रे फिर क्यों भरता पाप का तेला चला चली का केला रे केला रे केला 2 दिन का जग में मेरा सब चला चली का भजन तो कर ले ईश का प्यारा ये तो है नश्वर संसार भजन तो कर ले ईश का प्यारा ब्रह्मानंद कहे सुन खेला ब्रह्मानंद कहे सुन केला चला चली का केला रे केला 2 दिन का जग में मेरा सब चला चली का So, life is very, very uncertain. And as a result, my friends, we should not get carried away. We should not get lost. We should always have the head on. The old people have a saying, keep your head on. Always think the right thoughts. Always think the right thoughts. Let me ask you all a question. Who chose your clothes this evening? Who chose that nice red sari for yourself? Husband? Daughter? Grandson? A neighbor? You chose it yourself, isn't it? Friends, what is in your mind right now? Look in your mind and see. Who chose that? Isn't it? Just like you go into your closet and you choose your outfit and you choose the best outfit for yourself. In the same way, we should choose the best thoughts for ourselves, the best emotions for ourselves. Just like you choose your clothes, friends, in the same way, if you put on an outfit that is not beautiful, and you say, oh, tonight is the final night in the temple, this is not looking too nice. What you'll do? And you'll change it? If a bad thought comes to your mind, and you look at your mind and say, this thought is not nice, and you're supposed to change it, then why does go and tell people about it? When the bad thoughts come, why do you go and say the bad things? And when the bad emotions come, why do we go and transfer the bad emotions? Since life is so uncertain, Bhagwan Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, Anta kale chamam eva smaran uktva kalevaram. You have to be so careful that at the last moment of your life, of our lives, including myself, at the last moment of our lives, when that moment were to come, my friends, if what we are thinking is not good, that will be the destiny of our soul. That's why we always have to think good. Good things. That doesn't mean to say bad thoughts won't come, That doesn't mean to say impure thoughts won't come. It will come. It's part of the living process. It's part of the mental process. But when you turn on the tap and you see brown water, what do? Never turn on the tap again? When you turn on the tap and you see brown water, in case, we have good water. We have clean water. We have wasa. Isn't it? So if you turn on the tap and you see brown water for some reason or the other, would you close the tap or would you allow the brown water to run out? Allow it to flow out. And eventually, not very long after, you're going to see a clean flow of water in the same exact way. When the bad thoughts come, when the negative thoughts come, let it flow. Don't give importance to it. Don't react on it. Don't allow the negative thoughts to have any place in the mind. Let it flow out. It is a process of flowing. And once it flows out, then you know that you're alive and well. If you react with those negative thoughts, then it's going to cause what you call negative reaction. It's going to cause negative reaction. Now suppose, when that negative reaction comes, your pressure goes up, and you get, God forbid, ill, and you die. At that moment, what happens? Some people get really upset and really angry. Not some people, all of us, including myself. When we get really angry and the BP goes up, not only the blood pressure, bladder pressure too. And we become so upset, and see, eyes get red, and the words coming out is so not nice, and you're ready to fight and you're ready to quarrel. For how long? Suppose at that moment now you die. What's the destiny? What's the destiny of the soul? And that is what we have to think about. So, do not allow situations to escalate where we become so upset and send up the pressure and so hungry that life could just fall out of our body. Because, my dear friends, you know what? With the uncertainty of life and the bhajan we just sang, the 5th verse of the Bhaja Govindam also tells the same thing. It says, Yavat vitto parjana saktaha stavat nija parivaro raktaha paschat jivita jara jara dehe vartam kopi na pruchati gehe. Once we have health and strength and we are working and we have money, you will have everybody around you. Once you have health and strength and you're working and you have money and you have possession, you have house and land and thing, you see everybody around you. The day when you don't have health and you don't have money and you don't have anything, this verse tells, the 5th verse of Bhaja Govindam tells, where Bhagwan says that you find the dependents are no longer attached to you. And this is why we see in the world where many old people, they end up alone because they have no more to give. Once they are able to give and they have the money in their name and the house in their name and everything in their name, everybody coming, hoping to get the money, hoping to get the house and get a little sign. Yavat, I'm not saying this, huh? Verse number 5 of Bhaja Govindam, said by Bhagwan Shankaracharya hundreds of years ago. Hundreds of years ago. He says, Yavat vitto parjana saktaha tavat nija parivaro raktaha pascha jivit jar jar dehe varto kopina prachati gehe. Bhaj Govindam. Therefore, oh man, oh woman, don't get carried away, because if people is around you only for what you have, why are you around them? Why are you around them? And you get so caught up now being around them, thinking that they well love you. This time they love your money, they love your house, they love your car, they love your jewelry, they love your land, and that is why they are around. Now, I'm not saying everybody like that. I'm just saying what Bhagwan Shankaracharya is saying here, that we must not get carried away and think that we are so loved that we forget Bhagwan. That is his point. He don't want you to forget Bhagwan and get caught up in the attachment of the people around you, because God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, the day when you can no longer have to give, you might see some people just all alone. In some cases, there are so many people also, their loved ones are always with them till the last breath. Till the last breath. I was talking to somebody recently, and the father, all the children migrated, and they are all doing very well. And they told the father, they said, Pa, sell everything in Trinidad and you come and stay with us. Because he alone here. So you sell everything and come and stay with us. But the children genuinely means that they don't want him to be alone. But sometimes situation demands that you just can't do better. It's not like you don't love or you don't want to be with your loved ones. Sometimes work, responsibilities, and so many different things where you just can't. Long ago, you had families living together. Nowadays, you have everybody is working. In the days of, I can remember, I was a child, small, young, 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years old, around that time. And going to the home of Bhaiya Sobi. What was his real name? Sugram. And you all remember Babuji? You remember Babuji? From Tilak Singh Trace? Gita ji, if you forget Babuji, I neighbor, you know. Babuji and Sobi ji. These people, I tell you, were remarkable human beings. That's Gayatri's father-in-law. What a divine human being he was. And Mama, both of them. And I remember as a child going there, to their home, and Gayatri ji had 2 small little boys, very young at the time. Those boys now have their own children and families, Amaranath and Randy. Anyway, to make a long katha short, in those days, you had the whole family living together. And everybody lived in harmony and in love and working hard in the cane field. Amaranath ji's dad, working hard in the cane field, etc., etc. And working night and day. But the point I want to make, the family lived together. So when the old man and old lady got old and they could no longer do anything for themselves, Gayatri Ji was there. And some of the other children was there. That's the point I want to make. In the modern time, now, once the children gets their job, them gone. And they are now independent. So when it is said, Yavat vitto par janasaktaha, tavan nija parivaro raktaha, in your old days you end up being alone, it means because of the times that we are living in. So sometimes we just don't want to leave them, but situations demand differently. So my point is, for the ones who are alone, there is someone who is always with you. Connect to that Bhagwan. Let's sing. Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Muramate. Everyone, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Muramate. God forbid, if you're alone, if at any point in time you're alone, remember, you are not alone. Physically, you might be alone, but always have your eternal friend. In Bhagavad Gita, today we chanted, in the 11th chapter, where it said, Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Saketi, Hey Krishna, oh my Lord. Hey Yadava, oh friend of the Yadavas. Hey Saketi, you are my beloved friend, my eternal friend. When it is said, Tomeva Mata Chapita Tomeva, Tomeva Bandhu Chasaka Tomeva, Tomeva Vidya Dravinam Tomeva, Tomeva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, you are my everything, my Lord. Friends, physically, we might be alone at times, but mentally, you could have the companionship of the Lord. And in that way, once you connect with Bhagwan, you will never feel lonely. This is the point. Once you connect with Bhagwan, you will never feel lonely. And once you are not lonely, you will never cry. You will never cry. Because your best friend is always with you. Never allow a moment to pass without you connecting in some way or the other with your Bhagwan. You see, Bhagwan wants us here, Bhagwan Shankara, he wants us here to make this connection, because if we don't, life quickly ebbs away. And our minds will not be trained. Our minds will not be trained to make that connection. And this is why it is said, some people are crying because they have not made the connection, and some people are singing because they made the connection. Koi rove, koi gaave, kaisa tera sansar, o Malik, kaisa tera sansar. You see, the question is, we are asking God, what kind of world is this, Lord? Some people are crying and some people are singing. You see, it's not about why some people are crying. It's because they are crying because they did not make this connection. They get caught up in their own emotions and their own thoughts and whims and fancies that they are now attached to the wrong things and beings. And those who are singing have made the right connection. Koi rove, koi gaave, kaisa tera sansar, o Malik, kaisa tera sansar. Koi samajh nahi paaye, tera paar paar, o Malik, kaisa tera sansar, o Malik, kaisa tera sansar. Oh, oh, जब रैन बसेरा, पंछी सिर धुन रोए। कोई न जाने दर्द किसी का, सब मतलब में खोए। अंबर नीर बहाए, धरती करिए पुकार। ओ मालिक धरती करिए पुकार। ओ, ओ, कोई समझ नहीं पाए, तेरा पार न पार। ओ मालिक तेरा पार न पार। इनके संग तूने रात बनाए, फूलों के संग खाते। जाने कहाँ किस जगती बैठ कर, तू ये सब दुख भारे। पतझर जहाँ मुस्काए, रोए वही बहार। ओ मालिक रोए वही बहार। ओ, ओ, कोई रोवे कोई गावे, कैसा तेरा संसार। ओ मालिक कैसा तेरा संसार। ओ मालिक कैसा तेरा संसार। So in the 6th and 7th verse, Bhagwan says here, यावत् वित्तो पार्जन सक्तः स्तावत् निज परिवारो रक्तः, पश्चात् जीवित जर जर देहे, वार्तो कोपि न पृच्छति गेहे. He says, and in the 6th verse, that was the 5th verse. The 6th verse he says, यावत् पवनो निवसति गेहे, तावत् पृच्छति कुशलम गेहे, गावति वायौ देहा पाये, भार्या बिभ्यति तस्मिन् काये. That, O seekers of truth, as long as there is breath, as long as there is life in the body, so long people will be close to us. But once the breath, the life leaves, think about this, right? We all are familiar with this, right? You have somebody that you love, you have somebody to care about, somebody that you're close to, and you call that person Ma, Pa, Aja, Aji, Nana, Nani, wife, husband, whatever the case might be, and you tell them every day that you love them and all these things, and hug and kiss and all those things, right? And the day, God forbid, that person dies, and on the morning of the funeral, we say, look, the body coming. Same person we love all our lives and hug and kiss and we can't live without. We give up the name right there and we say, look, the body coming. That is what this verse says. Look, the body coming. And now, when the body has fallen, the subtle body has already left and gone, but is still around because the funeral is going on. So as long there dwells breath or life in the body, so long people will be close to us. Once that life leaves, the body starts to decay, and even the near and dear one don't want to be close to the body anymore. As a matter of fact, not that they don't want to, they just can't. Because now the body starts to decompose. And when the body starts decomposition, then Jai Bhagwan for that. Fire for it, man. And that is life. Now, since that is life, question is, for the person who is alive and seeing this, what is in your mind? And for the person who has died, I wonder if he or she, their mind was at the right place when that moment came. I wonder. I wish everybody's mind is at the right place when that moment comes. But you have to start doing it now. You have to start doing it when you're alive. And just like Bhagwan Shankara is saying here, Bhaja Govindam, Hanumanji is also, he did it all his life. चीर के छाती बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान. Do you all feel the same way? मेरे मन में बसे है राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे है राम. Before I sing this bhajan, I want to ask you all a question. Do you all feel the same way? मेरे मन में बसे है राम. Do you feel God is in your mind? And do you feel मेरे तन में बसे है राम? God is in my body. Last night I was telling Bhaiya Ramesh of Sanket TV that I feel, so very happy every morning when I get up early in the morning and you put on Sanket TV, you will see the Devi Kavacham going on. Devi Kavacham every morning. And I don't know if we make a change today, but I see 3 times today. In the morning, 6 o'clock, 6 or 6:30, sometime it varies. And then 12 o'clock, sometime midday. And I saw it this evening also. And Devi Kavacham means where the Devi Kavacham is chanting, and you're seeing where the Devi is in different parts of your body. She's in the eye, she's in the ear, she's in the nose, she's in the tongue, she's on the lips, she's in the ear, she is in the hands, she's in the fingers, she's in the toes, she's on the fingernails, she's on the toenails, she's in the heart, she's in the kidney, she's in the pancreas, she's in the liver, she's in the legs, she's in the procreation organ, she's in the excretion organ, she's in every single cell, the 37 trillion cell, the 37? The 37 trillion cells in the body. Is that correct? Google. In the body, she is in 37 trillion cells. So when you look at Sanket TV in the morning, it's like meditation. You look at the TV and the mantra is being chanted. Yad goyam paramam loke sarva rakshakuranam. And what it is about? Kavacham. Kavacham means protection. And protection means you're sending protection to the eyes, protection to the ears, protection to the heart, protection to the kidneys, protection to the liver. So tomorrow morning, you all don't miss it. I think tomorrow is Sunday, we have it then. Jai Bhagwan, I hope so. चीर के छाती बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान. Same thing Hanuman ji is doing here. बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान मेरे मन में बसे हैं राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे हैं राम, मेरे मन में बसे हैं राम, मेरे तन में बसे हैं राम. छाती बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान। बोलो पवन पुत्र। Everyone together. मेरे मन में बसे है राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे है राम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। सीता हरण किया रावण ने इसे अकुलाए। हनुमान ने सीता जी को प्रभु संदेश सुनाए। हनुमान जी करते आए, हनुमान जी करते आए प्रभु जी के गुणगान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे है राम। लगी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति देख प्रभु घबराए। मोर से पहले हनुमान ने धौलागिरी ले आए। उत बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर, उत बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर श्री राम का नाम। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे है राम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे है राम। वानर सेना देख के रावण की सेना घबराई। पलक झपकते हनुमान ने लंका में आग लगाई। बोले प्रभु के साथ मिटा कर, बोले प्रभु के साथ मिटा कर रावण का अभिमान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे है राम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम,
मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
चीर के छाती बोले अपनी, चीर के छाती बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे है राम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे है राम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। बोलिए पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। In this way, my friends, this is what Bhagwan Shankaracharya wants us to achieve in our lives. That mere man mein base hai Ram, to realize that. Mere tan mein base hai Ram, to realize that. And don't get carried away, because finally tonight, he says, Balas tavat krida saktaha, tarunas tavat taruni saktaha, vridhas tavat chinta saktaha, parame brahmani kopi na saktaha. Finally tonight, he says, we live our whole entire life, and balas tavat krida saktaha. As children, what are the children attracted to? What are the children attracted to? Put $1 million in front here and put a toy truck worth $6 and see which one the child going for. A child will go for that truck. And $1 million there. But that is what Bhagwan says here. Balas tavat krida sakta. The children, while they're young, they are attracted to play and toys. Then, Jai Bhagwan. Tarunas tavat taruni sakta. When the same child grow up and become a young man, like a young boy, teenage, put $1 million and put a young girl. See where you going? Where he going to? He go marry girl. That time he about money. He said, I can mind you with love, man. So much love he has. So tarunas tavat taruni sakta. As youths, they're attracted to each other. Then, old age come. Vridhas tavat chinta sakta. When you become old, what are you attached to? Old people. Oh, we do have none tonight, all right. The older ones, they are now attached to worries. Vridhas tavat chinta sakta. You sit down in a hammock, nothing to do, and then you're worrying. Where the boy gone? Where the girl gone? I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what happened here. I wonder what happened there. And that's all they're worried about. Vridhas tavat chinta sakta. And then, last line. Parame brahmani kopina saktaha. And the entire life goes away so quickly, nobody is attached to Bhagwan, to Brahman. Isn't it something? That which could really do something for us, we hardly think about it. Isn't it? Gayatri, G. Gita's G. Gita's dual. Double. And everybody. Parame Brahmane Kopina Saktaha. May Bhagwan bless us tonight that we be attached to Him and to Him alone. Somewhere in our minds, in our subconscious, may we be attracted and connected to Him very strongly. Hey Prabhu, please, this, we hear about it, we listen to it, but this is only possible through your grace and through your mercy. Please allow us to be attracted to you and to you alone. Prem se boliye Vrindavan Vihari Lal ki jai. With this tonight, I conclude my discourse. Let me once again say a special thanks to all of you having come. You know, this Yagya, we normally do it in April around the birthday of my father. Around the 20th of April would have been his birthday. And this time, well, he's not around physically, but we pray that wherever his soul is, may Bhagwan bless him and liberate him from the cycle of birth and from the cycle of death. May he never be reborn in this world. So, also my beloved Kaka, Pandit Narayan Persad Sharma ji, he also celebrated his birthday this month on the 21st, either 21st or 22nd, and we want to wish him Bhagwan's choicest blessing also. Happy belated birthday to Shri Pandit Narayan Persad Sharma ji. And to all those who have celebrated their special occasions, God bless you. May you have many, many more to come. And may the grace of Bhagwan forever be upon you and your wonderful families. So, at this time, we, on behalf of the Vishnu Mandir, we'd like to say thanks to everybody who would have sponsored in some way or the other, who would have made the temple ready in some way or the other, and who would have been here to help out in some way or the other through the preparation of meals, through the preparation of cleaning the temple, through the preparation of puja. And we have all the ladies who sat down as shrotas night after night. They would have been preparing themselves months now to be able to sit down. And we want to thank each and every one of you. God bless you and your families, your children and grandchildren, and great-grandchildren and future generation. To the members of the group, thank you. And God bless you all forever. And to Ramesh and Shirley Didi, thank you. to Bhaiya Krish and to Kavita and Bhaiya Krishna. Thank you all for capturing these wonderful moments. It will go down in history. The hard work and the love that you would have put in into what you are doing. Tonight we pray and ask God to bless you. To the corporate sponsors, people who made this possible. You see, to air and program on television or on radio, it doesn't happen just like that. It's a very costly venture. And there are people who are behind the scenes who use their hard-earned financial resources to keep the light of Sanatana Dharma burning through sponsorship. And tonight, the Vishnu Mandir would like to say thanks to all the corporate sponsors, the businesses in this community and outside of this community who have sponsored through the various means rather of Sankey Television and of course 97.5 FM. God bless you. May the management and staff of the various companies be blessed, that your businesses will grow from strength to strength in spite of the difficult times. And more so, we pray tonight that may your businesses be protected from the evildoers and those who are negative in society. Prem se boliye Vrindavan Vihari Lal ki jai. Let's all stand as we do the final Purnahiti and final Arti. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Maya Dattam Grihana Parameshwaram Om Vanaspati Raso Bhuto Gandhadyo Gandharuttama Agriya Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Prategriyatam. Let's all lift our hands and receive the blessing of the Yagna. Om Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Mangalam Garuradvaja Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalayetano Hari. Special thanks to Randiji for conducting puja. He was a young child and he is my godson, and Randy has always been very dedicated to puja, very dedicated to devotion, very dedicated to the spiritual path. And today he has grown into an adult and still follows same. And to you, Randy, you always have our blessing, and may God always bless you and your beautiful family. Also, I did not say thanks to Bhaiya Kiran. Thank you, Kiran, for your sound for the past 3 nights. May God bless you and your wonderful Dharma Patni tonight, Niralaji. God bless you. I had 2 Niralas, so you have to be careful. Jai Bhagwan. So, Nirala, thank you and God bless you. Arti. Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakta Jano ke sankat Das Jano ke sankat Shad mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare. पल पावे दुख बिन से मन का स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहूँ किसकी।
स्वामी शरण गहूँ किसकी।
तुम बिन और न दूजा,
तुम बिन और न दूजा।
आश करूँ मैं जिसकी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम पूरन परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी।
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी।
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
पर ब्रह्म
परमेश्वर,
परमेश्वर।
तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश
हरे।
तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता।
स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
मैं मूरख कलकामी,
मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी।
कृपा करो भरता।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम हो एक गोचर, सबके प्राणपति।
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति।
किस विधि मिलो दया में,
किस विधि मिलो कृपा है।
तुमको मैं कुमकी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
दीन बंधु दुख हरता, तुम रक्षक मेरे। स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे। अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपनी शरण लगाओ, पार परा तेरे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा।
स्वामी पाप हरो देवा।
श्रद्धा भक्ति भराओ,
श्रद्धा प्रेम बराओ।
संतन की सेवा।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण, नारायण नारायण ओम, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण 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 ओम, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण नारायण
ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण।
ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण 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 ओम, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण 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 ओम, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य, नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरु देवा। शिव हरे शिव राम सके प्रभो, त्रिविधतापनिवारण हे विभो अज जनेश्वरया दव पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् कमललोचन रामदयानिधे हर गुरो गजरक्षक गोपते शिवतनो भव शङ्कर पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् स्वजनरञ्जनमङ्गलमन्दिरम् मजति ते पुरुष परमं पदम् भवति तस्य सुखं परमाद्भुतम् शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे together त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव
त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव
त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव
त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा
त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् प्रेम से बोलिए वृंदावन विहारी लाल की उमापति महादेव की पवन सुत हनुमान की सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की हर हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। आसन पर बैठाइए, प्लीज बी सीटेड।
And so, my friends, with the final Jai Jaikar, the concluding mantras of grace, of benedictions, of blessings, we have come to the end of our live coverage of this, the third and final night of these 3 nights of Bhakti Gyan Yagna, being hosted by the members and devotees of the Vishnu Mandir here at number 5 scale, Rosha Douglas Road in Barrackpore. Officiating Vyas, Sri Sri Pandita Abhedanand Persad Sharma, with the Puja Vidhi, we had Pandit Randy Ragbera. The theme this evening in tonight's Katha, how to deal with the vicissitudes, the uncertainties of life. On this the final night, Sriman Vyasji recounted the hurt felt by Muni Naradji when he asked for Harirupa, demonstrating that the pitfalls of unbridled desires are the results of the choices we make. And when those pitfalls seem unbearable, where do we turn? Tonight, Sriman Vyasji reminded us from the 5th verse of Bhajagovindam. Find solace, strength and hope, and keep the faith in God, in Bhagwan, chanting His holy name. Friends, viewers and listeners, he cautioned us, indicating that it doesn't happen overnight. Are we strangers to that ultimate truth, my friends? Perhaps that could be the cutout for another time, right here on U97.5 FM, Multicultural Radio. And our broadcast this evening came to you through the kind courtesies and compliments of our corporate sponsors. We would like to express our deepest thanks and gratitude to all of them this evening. Touch of Life Full Body Massage and Detox Therapy of Scotts Road in Pinal. 319, that's the RT was just passing around there. Yes, you can reach Touch of Life Full Body Massage and Detox Therapy at 319-1926. Dharam's Jewelry Limited of 126 Orang West Main Road, Orang West, San Juan, 610-6179. S. Jagru Furniture Shop of Srina Rhine Trace, Rock Road, Pinal, 647-1065 and 370-2259. Asasco Chemicals and Enterprises Limited with 2 locations, 74 Orang West Main Road, San Juan, 638-5114, and 87 Centenary Street Extension, Pajaya in Tunapuna, 222-4581. Devanand Hardware, the variety store of Pidi Cafe Junction, Indoor Walk, Maruga, 655-6758. Tiny and Sons Auto Parts and Paint Supplies of 49 Bellsmite Street, Curepa, 663-3549. Dhanraj Cody Sawmilling, St. Mary's Village, Maruga, 378-6201. Rishi and Randy Fresh Fruits and Vegetables of 21 Glod Road in Tableland, 374-9168 and 706-7586. RS Furniture and Manufacturing Company Limited of 1066 Accessory Road in Derby, 647-3682. Tire Jungle Limited and Alignment Center and 3A's Best Parts of 928 Naparima Mayara Road, George Village in Tableland, 761-7609 and 329-1093. Vish Hardware and Electrical Enterprises Limited, together with VJM Services Limited of 287 Southern Main Road, Ariparo Village in Roselac, 648-7852. Narendra General Hardware and Construction Company Limited of 31 mile mark, Eastern Main Road, Sangri Chiquito, Sangri Grande, 668-4695. Strutec Limited and Selena's Marketing Limited of 792 Papuri Road in Barrackpore, 654-5205. Wheels by Bolo, 188 New Colonial Road, Carrot Hill, Barrackpore, 354-2400. Welding and Hydraulics Engineering Services Limited of 70 Jokan Trace and Francis in Pinal, 647-3765. Chetram Tires, Rocky and Sons Construction Company Limited of 23 Bunsey Trace, Pinal, Rock Road in Pinal, 331-2475. Extraordinary Designs Welding and Fabricating Limited of 48 Charles Street, Gasparilla, 289-3393. T.N. Ramnathan Company Limited, lot number 12, Timul Trace, Clark Road, Pinal, 647-9884. The Diesel Specialists Limited, 968 Naparima Mayara Road, George Village, out in Tableland, 656-3154. Danny's Decorating Designs of 176 Kanhai Road, South Barrackpore, 365-3191. Elvis Tent and Party Rentals of 171 Oropuch Road, Barrackpore, 303-2364. Sam's Tire Shop of Rosha Douglas Road, number 5 Scale, Barrackpore, and I would like to say to the management and staff, thank you very much indeed. 654-0679 for joining with us. Salim's Hardware and General Supplies Limited of 492 Rosha Douglas Road, Barrackpore, and Lal Bihari Trace in Devi, 654-1075. S. Persad's Contracting, Jwala Persad Supermarket, and Persad's Home Improvement Center. Ramai Trace in Devi, 647-6797 and 647-5446. GIML Wholesalers, School Trace New Grand Princestown, 390-2080. Share Rally Transport Limited and Alpha Transport Limited of 45 Kumuta Road, North Barrackpore, 654-1033. Michael's Transport Limited, out at Link Road there in Palmyra Village, 103, Palmyra Village, San Fernando, 652-3075. Indira Mathura Hardware and Lumber Yard Limited of Cali Main Road, Cali Village, Caroni, opposite the St. Helena Bypass at Piaco, 669-1174 and 337-6861. ADM Puja and Variety Store of 351 Kunjal Road in Barrackpore, 349-8673. Rollin Tire Importers Limited of number 5 Balmain Road, Balmain Village in Couva, 679-1985 and 225-7766. The original A&A Barbecue and A&A Dessert Shop of SS Erin Road in Devi, 755-6477. Solo Supermarket of Mission Road in Freeport and Baldu Shopping Mart at the corner of Petersfield Road and Kakandi Road in Felicity, 673-2832 and 665-0488. These are our corporate sponsors, and to the management and staff of these businesses, we would like to extend our heartfelt thanks and gratitude to each and every one of you for making it possible to bring you live coverage here on U97.5 FM, Multicultural Radio. And I'd like to conclude by thanking our dear Zalisa Budu Singh for doing a tremendous job here on U97.5 FM together with all the members of staff. Also, we'd like to say thanks to Hisham in our studios. Hisham, for the past 3 nights, thank you very much indeed. And to Vision 2 Photo and Video Production, Kavita Ramcharita and Krishna Maharaj. Yours truly, saying thanks to each and every one of you, all listeners, and I trust that you will have a wonderful evening. And I leave you with the invitation to join us tomorrow evening for another satsang right here on U97.5 FM. So we look forward to your presence. And we have great music lined up for you until the wee hours of the morning. So do stay tuned as we take you back to our studios in San Juan for continued programming.